On this week's Report on Condition, we'll take you to a structure fire in Anza and in Rubidoux. We'll also visit the Day of the Dead celebration in Moreno Valley and provide some safety tips about yielding to the right for emergency equipment.
Stand by for report on conditions.
Welcome to this week's edition of CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Report on Conditions. I'm Richard Cordova. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified when we upload new episodes and other exciting stories. Last week, between October 25th through the 31st, firefighters remained busy across Riverside County, responding to 3,730 calls for service. Of those incidents, 413 were fire calls and 3,365 were medical emergencies. Let's take a look at a few highlighted incidents from the past week. On Monday, October 25th, firefighters from Battalion 11 responded to an early morning report of a structure fire at the 37,700 block of Louise Avenue in Anza. When firefighters arrived, they reported double-wide mobile home with smoke and fire visible. During the firefight, our paramedics evaluated 2 civilian occupants with minor injuries. The fire was contained to the structure and it was deemed a total loss. The American Red Cross was requested by the incident commander to assist 3 displaced adults. Now let's go to the city of Moreno Valley, where just before 4 p.m. on Wednesday, October 27th, firefighters responded to reports of a traffic collision involving a solo vehicle into a structure at the 23,700 block of Hazelwood Drive. Upon arrival, firefighters reported a pickup truck that collided into the side wall of a garage, causing moderate damage. The driver was evaluated by paramedics and transported to an area hospital for treatment for minor injuries. Damages were estimated at $15,000. We now head east to Indio, where at midnight on Friday, October 29th, 911 dispatchers received multiple reports of a vegetation fire. Several engine companies were dispatched, along with Indio Police Department, to assist evacuations and road closures. The fire was controlled in about 4 hours, consuming approximately 2 acres of palm trees and created a power outage that affected about 500 customers. Fortunately, no injuries to civilians or to firefighters were reported. Our final highlighted incident this week occurred in Rubidoux, where on the morning of Sunday, October 31st, just after 9 a.m., firefighters were dispatched to reports of a commercial structure fire. The first arriving engine company reported heavy smoke and fire visible from the back area of a single-story commercial building with a threat to adjacent buildings. Strong work by firefighters contained the fire in about 20 minutes to the building of origin. Damages were estimated at about $100,000, with no injuries to civilians or to firefighters.
First responders train for fire suppression, medical intervention, and all types of rescues. Another important component of their training is defensive driving, especially maneuvering emergency vehicles in inclement weather, traffic, and for those who do not yield to first responders who are driving with lights and sirens or Code 3. Let's learn more about when and how to yield to emergency vehicles.
Every day across Riverside County, our firefighters drive thousands of miles responding to calls as quickly and safely as they can. To help keep motorists and first responders safe, please adhere to these important safety tips when you see an emergency vehicle approaching with lights and siren. The California Vehicle Code states you must yield the right-of-way to any police vehicle, fire engine, ambulance, or other emergency vehicle using a siren or red lights. This means you must pull to the right edge of the road and stop until the emergency vehicles have passed.
Pulling over to the right while an emergency vehicle has its lights and sirens on greatly impacts the safety of the community.
Here are some tips on how to handle the approach of an emergency vehicle. Remain calm and don't panic. Move your vehicle to the right if at all possible, then come to a complete stop and wait. Stay put at an intersection stop sign or traffic light. If you cannot pull to the right, do not try to go through the intersection. Pull over to the nearest side of the road if you are on a one-way road or divided highway. But before you do, make sure the shoulder is safe. Before pulling back into traffic, ensure another emergency vehicle isn't coming along after the first one. Don't stop in the middle of an intersection. Do not pull to the left in the center yellow lane or left turn lane. Don't speed up to get through a green light or turn before an emergency vehicle gets there. Always keep an eye out for emergency vehicles. You may not be able to hear the sirens, so always check surrounding traffic.
For your safety and ours, please pull over to the right when it is safe to do so.
Remember, pull to the right for lights and siren.
On Friday, October 29th, the City of Moreno Valley hosted their annual Day of the Dead celebration. Let's visit with Battalion Chief Dave Rodriguez to tell us more about the event.
Good evening, I'm Battalion Chief Dave Rodriguez, Moreno Valley Battalion 9. We're here at the annual Dia de los Muertos event in the city of Moreno Valley, where we are going to be able to interact with the public tonight as they come through. We have a booth set up, and we're going to be able to highlight some of the programs that we have here in the city. Not only fire prevention, but our fire explorers, our reserves, and also potential job opportunities within CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department. In addition, Moreno Valley Fire Prevention is also giving out smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors to the residents in Moreno Valley, one per home, in an effort to increase fire safety.
We are very happy to announce the promotion of several well-deserving individuals. Jolie Figueroa, Senior Fire Communications Dispatcher, Jennifer Cunningham, Service Center Manager, Edgar Gonzalez, Assistant Fire Marshal, Cruz Marquez, Accounting Assistant 2, Vanessa Navarro, Office Assistant 3, Deborah Matthews, Administrative Services Analyst 2. Congratulations to you all and best wishes on your new assignments.
That's a wrap for this week's Report on Conditions. Keep sending us your photos, videos, and story ideas, and to be sure to follow us at CAL FIRE RU on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and Riverside County Fire Department YouTube. Until next time, from your CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, thank you for watching.